Hey guys, welcome back to Gear Facts once again. Today I'm looking at the Mod Force. I have had a look at this one before. It's a multi-modulation effects pedal made by Nu-X, which I have long mistaken for just the word Nux. And it sounds really good. It has some really nice effects on it, very professional sounding, very smooth. Does have the color screen as well. The only thing that slightly lets it down is the pretty confusing operating system that it has. I think I've got it pretty much under control though, so let me move it a little bit closer and we'll have a look at what's going on the screen here. Okay, Mod A and B, we have two modulation effects that can run at once. So at the moment I've got Auto Wah and Univibe together, so a pretty extreme mix. So you switch between your effects by pressing A and B there, Univibe and Auto Wah. You can switch either of them off or on by just using the foot pedals at the bottom, and you can change them just by going through type, which will cycle you through the dozen or so effects that it has. Vibrato is set pretty heavily there, so you can just change your effects by adjusting the dials. As you can see, the diagram changes as you rotate your dial. Sorry, I'm blocking your view there. Rotary speakers. And on the other one we can grab that Univibe and change that to something else too. Could just be a nice smooth chorus. The phaser has a lot of scope for control. So it can be really quite mystical or just more typical of your average flanger. Tape flanger. Again, it can be quite unusual or quite lilting and delicate. Phaser. Quite subtle in this case, but there is also a biphaser, which is a little more intense. Switch over to our rotary speaker again and change that to something a little more interesting. Like wah, for example. So this is an auto wah. So there you can clearly hear that you've got phaser and wah going together, which enables you to get quite creative. So any combination of, how many have we got? 12 effects. So for example we could have Univibe, switch over to the other one, have that and the phaser going together, and that's giving us a nice bubbly interesting effect. Clearly this is meant to be teamed up with your other distortion pedals, overdrive pedals, other things in your chain, but it is a really good all-rounder. They're not very expensive. You can see down here that you can tap into your tempo as well, and if we look around at the back you'll also, well, we've lost our power there because that's how you power it up when you plug in your guitar, but anyway you can see here that you've got left in and right in, left out, right out, so you can have a fully stereo path for your signal there. If I take out the cable I've been using, you'll also see that it takes just a normal guitar pedal 9V adapter, or the 9V battery in the bottom. Where is it? There, down the bottom. So yeah, just plugging in again so that we can see the screen. There it is. Like I said before, the editing system is a bit complicated. You can have it in patch mode, which was that one, or hold down the save button and it will go to actually editing the master parameters for the pedal, so you can run your effects in serial or parallel, for example. You can change what the foot switches do, and pressing save quickly again will take us back to our effect editing section. And this pedal down here on the bottom left, the foot pedal, will either switch the effect on or off, but as you can see from the note there, if you hold it down it will change to preset mode, and you simply click to change through your presets. You can only go upwards, and the one on the left will just turn that effect off and on. So you'd have to have your performance fairly well planned to rely heavily on those preset effects, but it's good to know it's there, and it is a good way to save 10 tones that you've come up with. I'll put up a link to my other video about this one because I think I went into a little bit more depth about all the individual effects and what they sound like and the various combinations. But for the moment, I do just want to say that it is a good quality pedal and they are going for great prices at the moment, so if you are looking to add some modulation to your effects chain, now might be a good time to do it with the NUX Mod Force. Thanks for watching, guys. Please comment or like or subscribe to Gear Facts. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you next time.